Okay, we're live right now.
What a chance for Toledo, looking for his first ever Maple Leaf goal. Back up ice comes Armia. He's got Tabuli in front, and that's his off the stick of Suzuki wide. A rush chance for the Canadiens, and a good pace early. It's Armia into the glove of Jack Campbell.
Well, great action at both ends, and an excellent save early on. And then how about Ben Sherratt behind Price? Price is so good at getting to the puck. That time he's unable to. The rebound is right there. Sherratt clears it away, and then that quick release shot goes up the
Okay, guys, I'm watching the game now. Right. Oh, Zach, what's up? I'm watching the game right now. Right. Oh, there he is. All right. 3-2-1. Ah.
That 7 rush chances seems to be a barometer for Montreal success, doesn't it? It sure does. They've had great success with it, and saw a couple of times.
Okay, we have 3 in the chat. We have 3 in the chat right now, guys. Let's go. So I think I'm going to spend 3 hours watching the game on my computer. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw them hit Tavares. I saw it. Comment who are you cheering for? Maple Leafs or Canadiens? or Canadiens. I'm cheering for the Canadiens, all right? Let's see. Oh, there you go. The Habs are on the puck right now. All right, no. Oh, line check. But I'm glad the Montreal Canadiens have Carey Price now, because Carey Price is one of the best goalies. But that was time when John Tavares got injured. Oh, your phone died, so. All right, you can. All right, that's okay.
So number 31 on his game early, just getting warmed up in game 2.
Commercial break.
Brought to you by Skip the Dishes. Gear up with Skip. Carey Price in his
Hey, I'm back now.
With the Canadiens, Brendan Gallagher's been the teammate for 8 of them. He said Price's demeanor has always been the same. Nothing has changed. Price called this opportunity a chance to prove yourself.
Now they're talking about Price changing. I mean, Price has a beard now.
Yeah, he got sent down to the Laval Rocket. Not really a demotion.
Let's go.
In fact, he
All right.
Diversify his hockey database page.
Yeah. Quite a few years in between, a couple of games, fall games down in Hamilton with the Bulldogs.
Don't think he's going back down.
No, I don't think so. Might have served its purpose, though. Gave him a little action before jumping in to the playoff final.
Okay.
Montreal had the big engine face-offs.
All right. Let's see if we can get more in the chat right now. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Nope. Now they have the puck. Now the Maple Leafs are on the. Okay. All right. And Sherrod. Kulak. Go. Let's go, Habs. Let's go, Habs. Okay.
The last 11 of the regular season. Here's Merrill in front, Gallagher.
Oh, Gallagher. He almost scored. Go. Score.
Merrill has advanced to Tire behind the net, but Riley is on it. And
Riley.
good luck for Brendan Gallagher.
Imagine. God, this is like in the past where they had. Oh, good save from Price. Good stuff.
Sends it ahead. The Leafs will regroup back in their own zone with Justin Hall. Armia looking for the turnover and up with it.
What's my favorite player on Montreal? Oh, my favorite player on Montreal is Shea Weber. That's my favorite player. Oh, that's my favorite player. Shea Weber. He's Shea Weber. That's my favorite player. Whoa! God. Score! Yay! One for Montreal. Yeah! Ooh. Yeah. Yes. Score. Whew. God. The Montreal Canadiens have been practicing. God. Score. Yeah. Score.
But some great forechecking in the corner. Kotkaniemi wins the battle there on Muzzin. The battle in front ensues, and how about Campbell makes two good saves, and then with panic in front, Hall can't find the loose puck. He and Muzzin get a little bit crossed here, and Kotkaniemi focused on the rebound, able to get it before Campbell's able to get his glove on it for that all-important first goal. Chris, I mentioned before the Montreal
that was good.
6-0.
Looks like this live stream's going to go on for 3 hours.
He scored 4 in 10 games last year, and he's got his first game in the playoffs this year against Buffalo.
And scored in his final 24 games of the regular season, but that slate's been wiped clean now. An icy call against the Maple Leafs.
Power up the free play site at bet99.com.
Commercial break is on.
And see why Canadians
like
me know that every game starts at bet99.com.
It's like I'm a game host on this live stream right now. It's like I'm a game host. Oh, congratulations on getting vaccinated. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. Oh, okay, let's get on right now in the game.
How about the head coach coming right back with him, too? You get an offensive zone face-off and puts Kotkaniemi right back out there. A little payoff for a great start to his first game.
The Canadiens trying to repeat the history of the first round last year.
All right, let's see. Whoa! Okay, the puck went flying up in the air. All right. But I'm happy that the Canadiens made it to the playoffs. I mean, because they said top 4 in the playoffs. They did. They said top.
Fans on the shot, but Campbell able to get his toe on it, but the puck goes underneath him to the opposite side, and Johnny on the spot is.
I mean, I hope the Montreal Canadiens win again this time like last time, because that was. I mean, it was bad seeing John Tavares getting injured on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bad seeing that too. Bad.
DJ Brody left it for Riley, who gets hit by a pair of Canadiens. Spence ahead off Ruby stick at center. And now Eric Stahl will get control. Coming off arguably his best game as a Montreal Canadian. Now
All right. Simmons on the puck right now. All right.
Digging in for the Leafs. Shot off the stick to
Shot.
on the near side.
Shot to the near side.
All right.
Okay.
Around, and now Matthews is checked back in. Bunsen sends it to the net. Rebound out in front.
Rebound. All right, rebound.
Gathered for the Canadiens.
Weber's got the puck. All right. Oh.
Montreal as Weber dumps it in.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
Opening period. Kotkaniemi is first of the series.
Okay, Amy.
Foley
Got the puck.
And along the boards, there comes Thomas Tatar. Hasn't got a stick on that. Ball to the corner against Gallagher. Marner will turn it up. Marner looking for his first playoff goal in 13 games. In behind the net, trying to cause a turnover against Suzuki, who kicks it ahead. Late pass, Brody, who pitched him.
Who won game one? Oh, the Habs won game one against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Thursday. They won.
Riley flips it back in. Shots are 6-4 Toronto. Armia off the glass and out.
Right. Okay.
Plays it back in deep. Price out of the net to play that. Yoel Armia hit. Here's Suzuki dumping it in.
Okay.
Brody leads it for Morgan Riley. And that's past Nylander, the length of the ice. It's icing Toronto.
Icing. Okay, icing for Toronto now. Icing for Toronto.
Is the reimagined 2022 Honda Civic
Ads are on
here?
now.
Yes. See more at honda.ca.
Okay.
Canadians win the face-off. That shot floating high, and Kotkaniemi's on the rebound.
Let's go.
It's going early. That pass though brings Kulak and the Canadians back up to center. Sent back in off the stick of Campbell, and Brody had trouble with it. While Byron takes a run at him. Out of the near side where Kulak on his backhand. Bumped along the boards there by Riley. Big ball.
Okay.
For Brody, and the Leafs are up.
All right, pay attention to the game.
Morgan Riley
Right now.
checked inside the line, but following up Mikaea.
I mean, it's not my first live stream I did. I did live streams of games, but this is my live stream that's not a game. That's not, a video game, but it's a sports game I'm watching. Whoa! Fortson. No. Okay, Brian Shift. Montreal. Okay, score for Toronto.
Return fire from the veteran Spezza, and the Leafs have tied it.
Spezza used to be on the Sens. He used to be on this. Jason Spezza used to be on the Sens, but he went to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Gets lost in the high slot, comes right in, takes the puck right in front of Simmons there. He's got the forward momentum, beats Carey Price on that short side, right underneath the glove. Good pressure down low to keep the puck alive, not once, but twice. Get a little bit of a break with the puck off the official. Bogosian flicks it into the middle of the ice, and Spezza coming from the bench slide right through the middle, and the quick wrister goes underneath the glove of Price.
Spezza with 75 career points in 76 games against the Canadiens. Gets the Leafs even in their first period goal of this series, and here comes Matthews. Weak backhand to the side of the net, and Carey Price will hold on to that.
Okay. Carey Price. Carey Price is holding on. All right.
Montreal and Leaf Nation have had chances to cheer, and sometimes
This almost feels like the past. This almost feels like for a long time ago where Montreal and Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leafs were playing against each other. It almost feels like the past. I mean, like with Maurice Richard and stuff. Maurice Richard. Okay, 1-1 now. All right, still first period, but it's commercial break right now. I mean, I think about uploading more often, but need to think about to do. But I mean, I thought of doing a live stream today since I take for long times to upload a video. All right. Yes, I am in my basement because I'm watching it down here because it's nice and cool here in the studio down the basement. It's nice and cool.
Ends up tying this game for Jason Spezza. Kerfoot with the change. Spezza comes right
Okay.
into the mix.
Now commercial break stops. All right.
Puts it right in the back of the net. For Jason Spezza, his 26th
Yeah.
playoff goal, his 87th.
I remember when Jason Spezza was on the Sens. I remember he was on the Sens.
He goes, yeah, I knew you were there the whole time. Sorry, pal.
But he got traded to Toronto.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, my second favorite team is also the Senators because it's also good to cheer for the city that you live in. All right. Okay. Oh no! God, no! I mean, Carey Price was out before the playoffs because he had a concussion, and then Jake Allen took his place. But I mean, Jake Allen was a good goalie this year for the Montreal Canadiens. Edmonton. Okay. Round puck. Good save from Campbell. All right. Okay, John Merrill. John Merrill was on the Detroit Red Wings, but he got traded for the trade deadline this year. He got traded for the trade deadline. So Montreal chose John Merrill from Detroit for the trade deadline. Okay. Still 1-1. Whoa! God, that was so close. All right. Wow, they're crowding Price right now. They're crowding Price. Shot by Perry. Oh! God. Oh. So much bashing around. Oh! Sends it in for Lekanen to chase it down. Up with it is Byron. Here's a big blast loose in front. Big save from Campbell. All right. Okay. Let me see how many we have in the chat right now.
A little disagreement in front of the net, but nothing comes of that.
Still 3 in the chat.
There's a look at the last chance for Lekanen in front.
Carey Price is an amazing goaltender. Yes, he is. Yep. I'm glad he's back for the playoffs. Okay, commercial break in progress. And you guys can see.
Head coach, he has to wear that tag. You know, he's made some tough decisions. Went with a veteran lineup that ended up winning game 1. You know that you got Cole Caulfield on the sidelines, Kasperi Kapanen.
You guys can see in the background. It's almost like I'm in a rock studio right now.
And on the other side, you know, what a strange game 1 for Sheldon Keefe having to deal with the John Tavares injury and all the emotions.
I mean, this is the same place where I do my Google Meet, like for school.
Goes along, and both these coaches trying to push the right buttons and get their teams to the highest level they can.
Kotkaniemi wins the draw. Weber lets it fly. A big blast
All right.
on.
We're
Campbell stopped that. Galchenyuk plays it past Weber and down into the Canadian zone. 4.5 to go. And dump in by Galchenyuk.
For those watching to see if Shea Weber's been okay, he had 6 shots in the game 1, and here he just unloaded
Whoa.
one through a screen. And
slap shot by Shea Weber.
The glove on it was Campbell, but he fought that one off hard.
God, Shea Weber almost could. He almost could have got a goal for it. Shea Weber. Like you guys can see, I'm wearing Shea Weber jersey right now.
Scored in 3 of the first 5 playoff games last year.
But there's no C on it because you all know he's the captain of Montreal Canadiens.
Coming off a thumb injury. Kotkaniemi behind the net. Trying to center. Comes up with it again. Nylander there defensively to the line. And it does come out. Merrill scoops
Your
it
phone
back
died.
in.
That's okay.
Canadians have to tag and start a change. Justin Hall through center. Galchenyuk unable to get that deep.
All right.
And now the Leafs start a change. Marner is out. Puck is moved to Deneau over the line.
Tatar.
Didn't
Puck.
register a shot on goal in game 1. Tatar looks to center. Keep up in front. Bogosian there.
Oh.
Marner chops it away.
Marner chops it away.
That's going to be a penalty, I think, a game timer. So Price to the bench for an extra attacker, and the first penalty of the game is
Delay penalty.
Toronto.
It's going to be a hold as Hyman was trying to get to that puck
Okay.
offensively. Just
Penalty
around
for Hyman.
in the neutral zone here. Deneau just reaching, trying to get it back out of harm's
All right.
way. And just
Oh, you're glad
that
back.
arm
Carey Price
underneath
back from his injury,
in
but
on Deneau, and it was
that-
right in the
I mean that's
neutral
okay if
zone.
you're not a Habs fan because we all have our choices what team we want to cheer for.
Mentioned that
We all have our
Matthews was
choices.
the most physical of the Toronto Maple Leafs in game 1. He had 5 hits in game 1, and you know here that's part of playoffs. You've got to be of that mindset every time you get in. You got to get after the puck, but you also got to get after the body. Both these teams have been laying the
Okay,
body on
power
the
play
line.
for Montreal. Power play.
Montreal 0 for 5
Power
with
play.
11 shots on goal on Thursday, and they spent most of Friday's practice.
Power play. Let's go.
Power play. Toronto now has killed 20 of their last 21 shorthanded. Face-off win by Spencer.
Montreal's won 24 Stanley Cups. I know. They were like the NHL legend when they won 24 Stanley Cups. They were like the NHL legend. They were like the... Okay, power play. All right.
Austin Matthews savoring that hit you showed, a little smile. And he actually led the Leafs in hitting 10 times this season. Now Nick Foligno comes out with Marner on the penalty kill. Riley Nash not in the lineup tonight. Did a lot of work. Short-handed in game number 1.
All right. Shea Weber's at the puck now. Passes to... Oh, oh. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in first period. All right.
Frustrated first power play unit there. At least they don't have success early. You make the change, keep everybody fresh, let the other unit an opportunity to get set up and try to get something going.
Okay.
Get some power play time with Gallagher and Tatar, along with Corey Perry, Jeff Petrie.
All right.
Canadiens come back with a puck. Here's Petrie.
The Canadiens come back with the puck.
Petrie led the Canadiens in power play points in the regular
Power play.
season. Got Yemi down low. Perry will give it back to him.
Wow, they're just like passing back and forth. It's kind of funny.
Angles it back. And into the middle it goes. Petrie will let that fly. It's blocked twice by Kerfoot. Kept in at the line though. Kerfoot and McCabe on this kill as Petrie shoots.
Whoa! They almost scored.
Kerfoot
Oh,
to clear.
shit.
Well, you really saw that the Canadiens trying to really spread the puck out and force that tight box defensively to open up a little bit to get a shooting lane. At the end, though, it's very just a little late getting to the front of the net to make a screen on that shot.
I'm getting set to return as it's bounced down the ice. And Canadians hope for one on the power play. 2 shots on their first man advantage of game 2. Buzzin gets to center ice, sends it in off the stick to Price. Crashing in is Matthews to Marner, who's shot, backhand shot, doesn't get to the net. And Paul Byron rolls it back into the lead zone. 70 seconds left in this opening period. Shots are 9-8 Toronto. This time Weber steps up on Matthews. Now Suzuki. Checked by Matthews inside the line. Matthews up with it. Final minute for this period. Hyman trying to get it to the net. That doesn't work. And Josh Anderson off a leaf and out. And here comes Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli into the slot. Lets it fly. And Campbell gets a piece
Montreal
of
was a team before the NHL started. Like, because I mean, Montreal's a pretty old team. St. Toronto Maple Leafs are also an old team in the NHL too.
Just over a half minute to go. The Leaf Bulls scorer Spezza check back in. John Merrill ahead to Anderson. Over the line.
Yeah, I would be happy if the Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, but we don't know who's going to win the Stanley Cup. Yet, I mean, I was cheering for the Vegas Golden Knights on their first year in 2018 because they almost won a Stanley Cup on their first year, the Vegas Golden Knights. But Washington Capitals won. Washington Capitals have a good player named Alexander Ovechkin. Okay, end of period 1. All right.
Opening period. Well, that last 30 seconds upped the hit total for sure. Simmons upended and Anderson over him. You saw the collision between Perry and Spezza. Just heating up. So Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Jason Spezza, the goal scorers in the opening 20 of Game 2. Our first intermission coming up.
All right, be right back. I mean, period 1's over, so I'll be right back right now. Whew. Let's shake the arm. Hey. All right, I'm back. Even that there's a commercial break. Okay. All right, guys. I made a scoreboard on the papers to see first period. See Montreal and Toronto 1-1. Let's see what second period is.
Marian Spezza and Anthony Stewart will address that with David Amber and L.A. Freeman in a moment. I'm with Kelly, Kevin, and Jennifer here. It's 1-1, the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's begin, Kevin, with an anatomy of the first goal Montreal got.
I hope the Montreal Canadiens win tonight, but I'm not like, yes, the Maple Leafs are losing. No, I'm not like that. Because good sportsmanship matters.
Nylander is the first forward back on the back check. He is the down low forward that's supposed to defend with the defenseman. And you watch him here. He's kind of watching right here. I think he could have closed. It takes him a second to identify that he's the down low guy. You see Foligno and Galchenyuk are trying to read off of him. Usually at some point, Foligno would switch with him because Nylander is playing right wing here on this line. And because the puck goes back to that point, and that's supposed to be the right winger Nylander's guy, it throws a big wrench into everything. And Foligno kind of gets caught in the tracks here. Watch again. Nylander's supposed to be the right winger. So now that he goes, they think that they're back to normal. But then the puck goes right back to the slot. It's just a whole lot of confusion. I probably didn't do as good of a job as I want to explaining that. But the unfamiliarity of three wingers playing in zone resulted in that goal against.
No, clear as a bell. How about the Habs forecheck, Kelly? Okay, Kev, I'll try to make you look good. I'll boot this one around. So, what was really noticeable to me in this first period, the Habs on the forecheck, man,
okay.
All the time,
now I made it for second period on the scoreboard, but made it for second period, but second period didn't start yet. There's commercial breaks right now.
In fact, I didn't think Toronto exited their zone very quickly all night, and a lot of it had to do with the pressure that they were under. I think they were afraid of getting hit. There was a lot of just rimming it around or off the boards, and I expect Montreal is going to continue to do this because it was very, very effective, and it really started to affect the Toronto defensemen. What did you see, Jennifer?
Well, for Toronto, if you're in the offensive zone, you don't want to spend too much time on the perimeter. If there's a chance for you to get the
how's my powerlifting going? Well,
you're more likely
I'm not doing powerlifting right now because of lockdown, but I'm lifting some. I'm lifting some weights, like I'm doing some dumbbell workouts because I have workout equipment at home.
The rebound as well, but that's because the puck came to the middle. On this shift, after winning the draw, they maintain the puck possession, but they keep it away from the boards, and it leads to another quality scoring chance. This one in the corner, Bogosian, again, gets the puck out front, a fortunate bounce, but it results in the goal by Spezza. So you want to stay determined. You have to make sure that you're ready, so that you're engaged in the play, and as the puck comes towards the middle of the ice, you're ready to capitalize.
Yeah, maybe I might beat any records after lockdown. I might.
And an interesting play, Jen, when Spezza stole the puck from Simmons, he changed the angle on Carey Price. So it's interesting to watch. Now, Carey Price is going to take a look over his left shoulder right there. He wasn't caught off guard. It's just now that Spets is going to move to his right, Carey doesn't change his angle either. And so it leaves a little bit of room on the short side. I think Carey Price was kind of expecting the puck to come to Simmons, but Spets has stepped in there, changed angle ever so slightly, but that was enough to go short side on Price. And Kevin, lastly to you on high plays. What's that?
Well, Toronto likes to use the high ice as well as anybody. And what that means is they try to get a forward up nice and high in the offensive zone to create that separation between the defensemen covering them. So here you see in this first clip, Simmons finishes his check in the corner, then he comes out to the high ice. Petrie does not want to follow him that high. Defensemen are taught to stay closer to their net. Here, this is a face-off play that the Leafs run, that Marner sprints to the high ice. He's a bit of a decoy here, and it results in a chance for there. But on the goal, you see Kerfoot. Watch him sprint to the high ice. Sherrod does not want to go that high. It's too far from his net. The spidey senses are tingling. Shot on net here. It misses the net, but it creates some confusion. And Zach Bogosian just wins an unbelievable puck battle there to get that puck to the slot, as Jen just showed. And that's the tying goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They'll do it more in the second.
I keep seeing Wendell's hat-trick goal, Kelly, in games. So don't yell at me, but it does remind me of that. David, up to you.
All right, alongside Elliott and Anthony, and let's start with that fourth line with the Leafs was buzzing here. The Spezza collision with Perry at the end of that period, Anthony.
Yeah, I say no harm, no foul, and you got to give Spezza the benefit of the doubt. But Corey Perry knows after last game that there's going to be a bit of a target on his back, so he has his head on the swivel. He knows that they're coming every single shift because of what happened last game. But this is the playoffs. Have you not seen the Battle of the Florida, David? It's small. This is small potatoes compared to that.
You know, Wayne Simmons starting on the first line with the first shift, I think we're all kind of wondering what exactly was going on there, what was going to occur. And the more I think about it, I think it was more just Sheldon Keefe saying,
And
we got to make sure we start
in the year
on time.
2000,
We know
the
that Wayne
Sens
Simmons,
almost won a
puck
Stanley
drops,
Cup in the
game
year
begins, he's gonna be
2000
ornery,
against
he's gonna be
Anaheim
engaged.
Ducks.
You know,
They
obviously that
almost.
line didn't last after that first shift, but that's, I think, what Sheldon Keefe was
I mean,
saying.
not
Make sure
my
we
mistake.
start
Not the year
on
2000,
time,
year
and Wayne Simmons is
2007.
gonna make
The
sure
Sens almost
you
won
do
a
that.
Stanley Cup.
That set that tone right away. 26 hits in game one for the Leafs. 20 hits recorded, Anthony, in that first period by Toronto. You said the physicality is a big part.
Absolutely. They didn't get run out of the building in game one, but they had to match that physicality from Montreal Canadiens. And from the start of the game, they came out running, led by Joe Thornton. He had 3 hits, Muzzin 3 as well. And that bottom 6 is really setting the tone physically. Austin Matthews getting involved because this is going to be a street fight. This is not going to be a 4 or 5 game series. This could go 6, 7 games. You have to set the tone and let the opposition know that you're not going to be taken advantage of physically.
Elliott, no John Tavares. How is that impacting William Nylander? Well, one of the things that's interesting is if you look at the Toronto's ice time in the first period, there's basically 2 lines and then 2 other lines. They kind of separate. And Nylander's in that second group. He's at 4 minutes in the first period. He normally averages between 16 and 17. So I wonder if they're going a little bit by feel here. And based in the first period, it's the Matthews line and the Kerfoot line that are getting a bit more ice time than the other 2. So many storylines to dig into. We're only into period 1 of game 2. Kakaniemi started things out.
Kakaniemi
ties things up more.
Kakaniemi ties things up. And also Spezza ties things up as well too. Penguins beat the Senators double overtime. Yep, they did. Except the Sens don't have it. The Sens haven't had a captain ever since Erik Karlsson or Daniel Albertson. But I mean, they have assistant captain like Brady Tkachuk, and I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. But they're playing on the future, making Brady Tkachuk a captain. I think. Okay, we have 4 in the chat right now. That's good. We have 4 in the chat. Okay. That's all good. That's all good. We have 4 people watching my live stream right now. All right. Hope period 2 starting soon. Okay, now we're back down to 3.
So much more for $7.99 each. We offer delivery, carry out, and now car side delivery. Advanced analytics are powered by AWS.
1-1 after 1, we have a new Sportsnet hockey predictor question. Who will win tonight? Make your prediction at the Sportsnet app. Chance to win $1,000 with a grand prize. But first of all, here's Spezza off the bench to steal the puck from 2-4. May 2-4. Wayne Simmons.
Spezza did
And he scores. And you
that
remember,
score.
the Leafs had dumped it in against you, Kelly.
And Price didn't have an open space.
He's coming off the bench for Felix Potvin. Feathers it to the point. He's the only one that knows Wendell's come off the bench to score. There you have it.
Last time the Montreal Canadiens won Stanley Cup was in
Montreal,
like 19.
Toronto, an excellent game continues on Hockey Night in Canada. Kyle Bukauskas, Chris Cuthbert, Craig
Hockey Night in Canada. And guys, I'm not recording my computer. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm not recording my phone. I'm recording my computer. God. Sometimes I'm speechless. I am speechless. Okay, back down to 2 in the chat right now. Okay, three in the chat again. Let's get ready for second period. Let's go.
This Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, tune into Road to the Olympic Games for complete coverage of Diamond League.
Or in the chat again.
Live from England.
Let's go.
Top performer brought to you by the GMC Sierra with available industry.
2 in the chat now.
Carbon fiber bed. Yes, Barry Kotkaniemi from Corey Finland. Nick Suzuki predicted we would see a motivated Kotkaniemi getting back into the lineup here tonight. He was all smiles during warm-up, and he gets the goal not even 8 minutes into this one tonight. And then have a look at this right at the end of the period. Kotkaniemi going over a couple of things on the iPad, such a fixture on the bench these days. Here comes the leader, Brendan Gallagher, saying, let's make sure we're on the same page here as we move forward. Over 4.5 minutes for Kotkaniemi in the first, and the all-important goal. This one tied at 1 ahead of the second, Chris.
How about that finish flow? Is the finish Ron Duque? He did, yeah. From a young age. It's a little tighter right now. Another good move, though. Dominic Ducharme said the week of practice for Kotkaniemi did him a lot of good and a lot of building his confidence up, and it's paid off here in game 1.
He said we have depth, we're going to use it. And, you know, Montreal fans are saying, Kotkaniemi did it with the full Caulfield. Not yet.
I think partly just protecting and last change doesn't have it here on the road. And he knows there's going to have to be adjustments as this series goes along. I think Caulfield will have a chance.
Okay, second period start right now. All right.
That's even at 9 apiece.
One.
Here's a chance, and Carey Price stops Matthews.
Save from Carey Price. Stops Matthews.
A bouncing puck here. Matthews is able to keep it free and
Stops
give it a little
Matthews.
room as Gallagher fans on that pass, but you can see it's hopping the entire
Any of you guys
play.
watching, you can comment if you want to.
Gather that one back
You can
and not
comment
allow
if you
any
want.
second chance. Gallagher got his stick in there to forward him a little bit, but that rolling puck hard for everybody to handle as that one got to the net.
Nick Foligno
All right.
wins the draw in the offensive zone. Hall and that one redirected wide of the net. Off the stick of Foligno, a pass into the slot, cut off by Suzuki. Nylander trying to get it back.
All right.
And now Justin Hall. Keith Muzzin.
Okay, back to 2 in the chat right now.
The only players on the ice with more than one shot on goal in the first period, and the Leafs called for icing.
So other changes on the other side, Galchenyuk. And one thing Sheldon Keefe talked a lot about is the attitude of Galchenyuk since he's been here in Toronto. He's just got a great work ethic. Even players in their Zoom meetings have talked about his ability to come in here, work hard, get focused every day, and it's paying off here with a insertion.
Okay, 3 in the chat. Let's go.
One of the reasons he's in is trying to get a little more speed
All right.
and offense,
Back.
losing so much offensive ability with John Tavares out for the series. And while we mentioned John, we wanted to salute the medical staff that was on the scene on Thursday. Paul Leon was tremendous, the athletic therapist.
Okay, now back to 2 in the chat.
His assistant, John Geller, Dr. Noah Foreman, Dr. John Theodoropoulos, Dr. David Mulder, and the Montreal Canadiens medical staff as well. Dr. Dan Deckelbaum was also on the ice, the EMS unit, and the folks at St. Mike's, tribute to them. As
All right.
Nylander
Whoa.
knocks it down in front of the net. Waist high, so play continues. Nylander is on it. And back to the line for Sandin, shooting, and that hit a leg and ricochets into the corner. Here's Kulak, the former Vancouver Giant, the teammate of Brendan Gallagher's.
All right.
That great junior team on the West Coast. Sandin back in his own zone.
Stop.
A lot of folks
Stop
are
there,
watching
Baya.
Sandin tonight after
Not
kind
really.
of a few tough moments in his
I'm speechless today.
debut. Engvall gets a shot on that is absorbed by Carey Price.
Another
Big save from Carey Price.
Here, Engvall. And
All right.
Think of the opportunity in the last couple of weeks.
Let's
He
go.
sat out 5 of 8 games and then got a chance to get back in the lineup. And he's been able to score in 4 of his last 5. And you can't help but think you get a bit of an audition at a critical time, and Sheldon Keefe adds him in as well to try to get some offense and get some speed into the lineup.
Speaking of speed, Paul Byron on the move as he headed down into the lead zone. Hyman trying to work it back to center. A one-handed swat from
Okay,
Merrill.
3 in the chat. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Taken down. Kotkaniemi's got it. Let's
Whoa!
go.
Almost. Kotkaniemi almost scored. Kotkaniemi.
It's very Kotkaniemi's been noticeable. Like
Let's go.
but he has to go to the bench. And that will start a Montreal Game. Sandin for Bogosian. And back in from Anderson. Check
Jay Anderson.
good back pressure by Marner, and Hyman trying
Okay,
to pull it
talk
in.
to Marner.
Coming across was Edmondson to cut him off.
All right. Talk
Bogosian
to Marner.
shooting away from Stahl, and here comes Marner over the line. Mitch Marner, Spezza, and Simmons joined him, and that pass for Spezza broken up, and Corey Perry is back in his own zone. Out of the reach of Gordon, it bounces off Brody back in.
All right.
Now Jack Campbell out to stop it for Morgan Riley.
Okay, saved by Jack Campbell. The puck now to Morgan Riley. All right. Talking now.
Get back into high gear here in the second
All right.
period. Yes, as we saw in the first.
Petrie.
Three around for
Has the puck.
Gallagher. Jay Brody tried to seal the boards.
Edmondson has the puck.
Edmondson over the line to
All right.
Tar. Gallagher.
Oh.
A
God, they
rough
almost-
there for
they could have scored.
Gallagher. Gordon tied up by Tatar. Gallagher will turn back. Pass for Tatar doesn't work. And it's sent back to the Montreal line.
Another example of Montreal. Brody stayed in, tried to get something offensively, quickly a turnover, and then back in transition very quickly. Nice recovery, though, getting back, not allowing that one to get through to the net.
Jay Brody seemed a little more aggressive so far tonight. Wonder that is by Sheldon Keefe's design.
All right. Let's go.
Nylander trying to deflect it out.
All right, Riley shifts. 1 minute. Riley
shifts.
shifts. Save from Campbell.
It's always those split-second decisions. You're thinking offense as a defender, trying to keep the puck in. This is a good read. He gets a bit of the puck and body, but then all of a sudden the second effort gets down. Gordon not able to get to that, but he does an excellent job of getting stick-on-stick there for Gallagher, and ends up affecting that one. And then Campbell just makes sure he gets the change here. You jump on every rebound you can and allow Sheldon Keefe to get the matchup that he wants here defensively.
So Kerfoot against Suzuki. And Suzuki waved out, leaves 160% of the faceoffs in the opening period. To Foley to do the honors, and he wins one for the Canadiens. Ben Sherratt.
Okay, Ben Sherratt.
Down by Muzzin as the Eagles collide. Muzzin working the boards, but hard work by Armia nearly got it loose for the Canadiens. Engvall turned back by Kulak. Leafs are not out.
Black. Got.
Off Kerfoot, not out again, and that bounces off Engvall and up over the glass.
The puck went over the glass.
JackpotCity.net. Casino games perfectly made for you.
If you're wondering what this
I'm gonna turn up loud.
is between Toffoli and Kerfoot, he got a little bit of the butt end right into the lower part, and you can see him just chirping that entire shift. He was after Kerfoot. As soon as the whistle came, he came after him. So keep your head up on that one, as Toffoli won the draw cleanly and ended up paying the price for it.
The draw, Lekanen. An inside track on Muzzin, but now the Leafs are moving ahead. And it's just a ball through center. Along with Hyman, but Weber turns it back. That could be an icing call, but Lekanen beats
Icing call. Icing call. Right now.
Along the boards,
Icing calls right now.
Gets bounced by Muzzin. Matthews ahead. Will take a drop from Marner. Loses Hall. Hall shooting rebound. Scores.
Oh.
Matthews.
Okay, the Maple Leafs score right now. They didn't.
And the Leafs have their first lead of the series.
Of course, it's their first lead of the series.
So often you talk about
Ah.
battles in your own zone that end up
Okay, 1-2.
creating offense at the other end. Montreal had the pressure on down low. Couple of good battles, win the battle along the wall, keep it alive. A little bump back by Marner. Hall joins the rush, and that's one that for Hall, he knows he's not going to score. He's just trying to create some kind of rebound in front. Matthews with the dish, gets his stick on the ice, and for Carey Price, it's almost impossible not to leave that one in a rebound position. Looked like he might have even tried to kick it further out, but right on the tape of Matthews pointing to Hall, knowing that's kind of a shot pass in disguise, and it ends up with a 2-1 game here. In the second
What is a
period.
shot pass in disguise? What is that?
During the regular season, as his first
Nope.
of these
I hope the Canadiens
playoffs,
get a score.
Twice against Columbus, 27 shots in that series, scored in both Maple Leaf wins, game 2 and 4. There's a lead pass, and Anderson had it knocked away by Bogosian. Sandin without a helmet, he's got to go to the bench. Here comes Bogosian. Simmons can't pull the trigger, but following up is Thornton. Wayne Simmons behind the net, looking for Thornton in front. And it caroms off the skate to Perry, and now Eric Stahl.
Eric Stahl.
To Anderson. Dropping it off for Kulak across. That hit a stick and didn't reach Corey Perry.
Out.
Here's Nylander starting back as it opens up. Over the line for Kerfoot off the skate to, or Galchenyuk off the skate to Polino. And Tatar starts back. Starting to go end to end here after the Leafs take the lead. Is Brendan Gallagher looking to center it. Knocked away by Brody. Played to the line. Petrie shot. It got
Save from Campbell.
It
Save from
sticks to Jack Campbell.
big save from Campbell.
I think Gallagher's going to get himself a penalty here. A high stick at the end is Eric Furlat sending number 11 to the box at the end of that play.
The call. Leaf power play when we come back.
All right, power play. Commercial break in progress. I wonder who the people are watching. I wonder who they are. All right, 3 in the chat. Let's go.
On their way to CBC and Sportsnet this summer.
Okay, we're back.
With Brendan Gallagher's in the penalty box. The Maple Leafs to their first power play of the night.
All right, Brent Gallagher's in the penalty box.
And this power play brought to you by Kit Kat Chunky now.
Okay, power play.
100% chunkier.
Let's go. Now we're back to 2 in the chat. Oh my God, why does it keep changing?
Both these power plays weren't that happy.
Power play.
Toronto wasn't happy after
Wait, Toronto has the power play right now.
Or was Toronto 0-4.
All right,
And a short
let's go.
goal against. Joe Thornton to take the draw. Gainesville to no. Luckinen, the other penalty killer for the Canadiens. And now dropped in there, and Barons to the near side. And Matthews gets it to Sandin across for Marner. His shot is blocked. Canadiens don't clear. Sandin fires right on. And now Luckinen up with the puck to Montreal and a head for Deneau. Over the line as he challenges Sandin and puts it towards Campbell, and he's going to have to eat it.
One thing you'll see is you pick your poison about where the biggest threat is, and if you think about the most dangerous guy, he's got 34.
It looks too loud, doesn't it, guys?
So even after this puck gets over to the other side, they're going to leave the option there for Marner to take the shot. But look at Lehkonen in the middle. He just, as soon as the puck went back to Sandin, he took away the passing lane to get to Matthews, made sure there was no chance for a one-timer coming from 34.
So the Chiefs, like the first two power plays, they had their chances early. In game number one, Will Matthews nearly lost that to Armia. Thornton down low. Here's Hyman. Back up top. Mitch Marner still looking for his first power play goal of the year. Matthews had 10. Back to Sandin. Marner. Matthews. The rookie defenseman back to Matthews. Good sliding stuff there by Price on Matthews. Running well into the skeets of Marner. No shot. Sandin. Matthews again in front. And Hyman unable to redirect that back post. And Montreal clears.
You see, they're trying to take away anything across that middle seam there. And they really don't feel there's any threat from a shot out top.
All right, power play.
Not going to shoot that puck. Everything going to the side. So they just try to take away that middle pass and a good read by Price.
Great pass. Spencer Kerfoot and up beyond the blue. Makes another big stop. Leaves with a rush chance on the power play. And back the other way. Here's Deneau.
Whoa. Good save from Campbell.
Morgan Riley. Here's Riley over the line with speed. Dropped it off for Foligno. Back down to Nylander. Across for the goal scorer to open the lead scoring Spezza. Riley. Nylander right on. Rebound. Still loose. Foligno. Spezza. Back in. Price is down. And somehow it doesn't go.
Another penalty coming up. It looks like to the Canadiens.
Carey Price is doing good saves today. Wow, like last time.
Some good quick puck movement. There's the one pass through the seam that they were able to get up. That sets up the one-timer coming back. But a really good read there by Price getting across. Kerfoot coming in alone. And as Kelly talked about in the pregame, you could see how aggressive Price was coming out. And a big collision between Sherratt and in front of the net. Spezza with not one, but two great chances down low. Couldn't get it up and over Carey Price as he was able to get enough of that one. The rebound was there. The chances in tight. And on his backhand, Spezza unable to get that one up.
5 of their last 78, but another chance to make it right. Slot pass for Thornton in behind him. Edmondson ahead, and here's Nick Suzuki. Running the guards through against Sandin. Following up is Toffoli.
Okay, power play.
Toffoli. Pounding the puck in the lead zone. Nearly took it away from Marner.
Come on, get the puck.
Right. Matthews, whose goal's the difference right now in the game. Down low, it's Matthews. Marner in front, onto the back end, and it's stopped by Armia. Looks like Yoel Armia saves a goal. Matthews across again. Leafs coming close with the man advantage. Back in they come. Across it goes Nylander. Morgan Riley. Matthews with that wide, and it will come back out to center.
A much greater sense of urgency, isn't there? A lot of tempo on this power play. And Marner just trying to outweigh Price there. Couldn't find a way to get that one back to the front of the net and over the line.
Nylander across. Spencer's got it. He'll set it back up for Simmons. Nylander in front. Matthews on this
Nylander in front.
side. Riley looks for him. And
all right, let's go.
Centers, knocked away from Nylander. Off the stick of Weber.
We're on.
Kept the line by Riley. Half minute left in this second straight power play. Shot. stopped and a loose puck in front, cleared back to the line for Riley. Matthews calls for it, wants it, shoots it, and that one's blocked by Edmondson. Matthews again in front with Spezza on the doorstep.
Okay, save from Price. Save from Price.
Holds on.
Wow. Fight going on.
And Spezza has words with Edmondson, who dropped the stick and tried to
Wow,
drop
there's fight going
Spezza.
on.
Yeah, you get into game two, and you get a lot of individual battles that are starting to present themselves. Here's the pass that great patience. I thought he was going to backhand it right there. Tried to hold on, couldn't get it back. Nice job of Armia getting right to that post and not allowing anything. Matthews kicking back out for the one-timer, just a little bit off and wide right on that one.
Well, you saw Edmondson and Spezza, who won't go with the Canadiens defenseman, but Wade Simmons with a little visit.
A lot of chirping going on right now, isn't there, as this series heats
Okay,
up.
15 seconds of power play for
15
Toronto.
seconds remaining in the Lehkonen penalty. Kerfoot has to step in for Spezza. Canadiens control. Toffoli clears.
Whoa. Imagine that got a goal, but Campbell saved it. Wish that was a goal right now.
Canadiens kill those back-to-back penalties. As it's flipped out to center, Jake Muzzin will deposit it back into the Montreal zone. There's John Merrill reversing it around, and Mikheyev's going to get there first. William Mikheyev, but he got tied up, and Toffoli knocked down. It's kept in by Kerfoot to Mikheyev. Disrupted
All right,
there by
let's go.
Toffoli, and Jeff Petrie's got it. Leafs are quick on the puck again here. Alex Kerfoot from the side in front. And
Wow.
Mikheyev can't get a stick on this. It's Mikheyev again. Leafs are changing with pressure in the zone, and Carey Price.
Good save from Carey Price. Yeah.
And a
Good save from
stoppage
Carey
on that
Price.
glove stop. Well, you feel the temperature rising here in the second period.
Yep.
The Leafs with the lead on a goal by.
Just gonna chug this water right now. Commercial break in progress. Ugh. Okay, we have 3 in the chat. Let's go. Hope the commercial wins.
Looking for some fun content for kids and tweens? Find over 400 hours of family-friendly shows on CBC Gem. Tension building here, Chris.
Certainly is. Hits are 25-24. And Kevin Pollock had to visit both benches, get an earful from Dominic Ducharme, and later Sheldon Keefe.
And you know, it wasn't an emotional earful. I'm sure just the talk was if the precedent for the Gallagher penalty is there, you could almost call one at the end of every scrum here. So I think just trying to get the message across. Hey, that's back-to-back for the Canadiens, and the head coach trying to say there's a lot of stuff going on at the end of whistles.
Okay, back down to 1 on the chat right now.
Canadiens win the draw in their own zone. Off to Tar, not out. Matthews is on it. Matthews trying to center for Hyman.
All right, let's go.
Marner. Morgan Riley shooting right off. Traffic in front. Hyman couldn't find the rebound, but Marner keeps it alive. Hyman after it, then far side. Trying to come off the boards. Tied up with his line mate Matthews, and it comes up to center ice. Riley and Bobby open. He's left here in period number 2.
Okay, we have 2 in the chat. Let's go.
Flipped it in, but not able to catch up to that. And we've got a penalty being called by Eric Verlat.
And it's Kotkaniemi, so the discussion by Ducharme didn't do much good. Watch the pressure defensively. It's so difficult when this line gets going. You just try to take away Matthews. Kulak not even looking at the puck. He's just trying to box out to make sure he doesn't get free. Got to pick your poison. There's the cross check as the stick just explodes right off the arm of Riley. Hard to disguise that one as the evidence is left in his hands and on the ice.
Okay, one's watching the chat right now.
Second period power play for the Maple Leafs. Leno wins the draw, and Weber will send it 200 feet.
Okay, one in the chat right now. Hope,
Riley at the controls.
hope we can get more people in the chat. All right.
Jason Spencer, left wing for Kerfoot. Off the stick to Price, it'll bounce down.
Whoa.
Simmons, he got jarred there by Luckinen. Alex Kerfoot, Nylander. Riley back. 88, lets it fly.
Puck went flying.
Back into the lead zone.
2 in the chat. Let's go. All right.
Play, though, the majority of this unit goes off, allows the top guys to get back on for the last minute 10 here.
There's Marner sidestepping RPM. Matthews in along with Hyman. Back for Matthews. Around it comes to Nylander. And it skip past him. Back up. So this one not as dangerous looking as the first 2. Here's Marner trying to tease that. Leads for Matthews. Back for Marner. And it's Sandin scores!
No. God. Now it's 3 for the Maple Leafs. No. No.
Chris, I mentioned before at the top there was no threat of a shot. Well, here, finally, they keep leaving it open. Sooner or later, you got to take it. And just gaining the entry backs everybody off. Now, Sandin coming from way back. Backhand pass by Matthews. Walks right into it. And just great presence in front. Sherrod is tied up with Zach Hyman. And he just walks into this one underneath the blocker between the arm and the pad to make it a 3-1 game.
So maybe there is a point shot.
They can tie this up. Come on, Canadiens. Montreal Canadiens.
Previous 2
You can tie it up.
plays, there was just no respect at all from the penalty killers. They left that top open, but the shot was never taken. And sometimes just being able to walk into one made the biggest difference there. And I think what the Birds have been saying, there's no interference on that one, but there's a great moment for Sandin having an opportunity to get his first playoff goal.
Well, the Canadiens bench still conferring on this. And if Pollock wants a decision, we might get one.
Well, Joe Thornton got his stick in there, but I don't think that was anything that would garner this goal coming back.
Montreal is using a coaching challenge for goaltender interference.
Wait, goaltender interference. That's what they said.
Boy, this is risky business, isn't it?
It sure is. You've already had 3 penalty kills in a row. You've allowed the power play to go, and let's see if it looks different from this side. Sliding from side to side. That puck's already through when Joe Thornton puts his stick in there, in my opinion. There are times when it's
okay. They're reviewing. They're reviewing the goal.
I don't think think that was worthy of a challenge.
I think it said something about Montreal who got goaltender interference, but they're reviewing it right now. They're reviewing it.
I mean, there is a stick coming in at the end, but that puck's already anyway. Yeah, that puck's already in the back of the net before Thornton's stick comes anywhere close.
So we're seeing if it's freeze for Toronto, so that's why they're reviewing it. Okay, 3 in the chat. Let's go.
Exactly. Well, they're taking some time, so they're obviously trying to time this out.
Okay, like it's time out. Coach is challenging.
Right down the middle on this one as well, but boy, is that significant.
Todd, what's up?
Todd,
what's up, man? Okay, we have 4 in the chat. Let's go.
Dominic Ducharme has challenged 3 times for goaltender interference since taking over and has been successful twice.
So they're saying it's goaltender interference, but
2-mile-an-hour slap shot by the youngster.
And look at the reaction of Carey Price. I mean, the goaltender usually is a telltale sign if he looks up immediately and says, hey, there's goalie interference. He's not even looking at Joe Thornton.
right.
He's just ticked off that puck.
They're saying it's goaltender interference, but they're still reviewing it. But I'm like, okay, is it a goal or not?
So often,
Is it a goal?
the goaltender is the first one to be arguing vehemently, and he's just rocking to the music right now. But this is a pretty critical moment, isn't it? As you look at the momentum swing, the fact that they're going at it so long.
Okay, is it a goal or what? What? The referees are on the phone right now. The referees are on them.
I don't think there's any question that it was the Bergevin camp up top that was pretty vehemently arguing this one.
Different angle, does it tell a different story?
Like, I know they can't make up their mind. Like I'm saying, is the third goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs a goal or what? Is it a goal or what? Yeah. Yeah, like just could they just like okay? Coach's challenge for the Montreal Canadiens. How long is this going for? Holy cow!
Well, is it 3-1 an elite power play or 2-1 and perhaps a big momentum turn for the Canadiens?
The uniqueness of this is it really the only thing it can be is the stick of Joe Thornton, but it honestly didn't look like it was in there before the puck had come through.
And guys, when I wear this blanket on me, it almost looks like I'm wearing a superhero cape.
There was no goaltender interference. Thornton got a good goal.
Okay, 5 in the chat. Let's go. And when I have this blanket on, it almost looks like I'm a superhero. Instead of Captain America, it looks like I'm Captain Montreal. Instead, Captain Montreal. Okay, 5 in the chat. Let's go.
It's a power play goal, and it's another power play upcoming for Toronto.
Okay. So that was a goal for Toronto.
So now you got 4
There was
penalty kills for the Montreal Canadiens trying to keep this game a tight one. Corey Perry's still arguing the case there. It's one thing about these veteran guys, Joe Thornton knows he was the guy in there. He's saying there's nothing. Took an awful long time, but at the end of the day, it's a
okay.
Power play coming up here.
Power play coming up. All right, power play. 4 in the chat again. Let's go. Yeah.
They were the 2 guys that people were talking about game 1 who were -2 and maybe were not as sharp as expected in the opener, but they have a chance. Joe spent some extra time with him after the morning skate to talk up the youngster.
Come on, come on, Montreal, get the puck. Get it.
Creates a new story right now for the Canadiens. You got to just bear down here and try to kill this.
Okay, I see you always want to visit that country. I see.
Now is there momentum for this Maple Leaf power
Right.
play that's finally broken through?
Watching the game.
Sandino trying again. in front of the net for Matthews, and he couldn't tuck it around. Sandin, Matthews sent it across.
Okay, blocked by Carey Price. Blocked by Carey Price.
Power play more confident right now. Sandin nearly lost it to Deneau. Mitch Marner's got it. Sandin shoots again, loose in front. Price.
Okay, save from Price.
Great vision there by Price. He's having to look through the bodies of his defenseman and Hyman in front of him time and again. This is a quick move. Matthews unable to settle that one down. Price was already at the side of the post there. But the positioning in front by Hyman is something that Price is constantly trying to look through, and he gets to that loose puck first.
Spencer waved out. So it'll be Simmons against Suzuki, and the Canadiens control the draw, but don't get a clear. Morgan Riley in front, and Kerfoot just missed the tip. Into the second minute of this fourth straight second period power play for Toronto. Wayne Simmons swings it back, and it popped over. Nylander sticking out.
Yeah, credit the Canadiens, though, really aggressive here. They want to make sure they put pressure and don't allow any easy setup trying to get through this kill.
Spencer knocked
Right.
it down. And
Whoa.
Kerfoot
Okay.
after it against Petrie. Petrie chopped it ahead, nearly a break. And now Suzuki racing after that.
Okay, Nick Suzuki's got the puck.
And a short side shot off the outside of the net. Kerfoot leads it, and now the final 10 seconds of the penalty being served by Josh Anderson.
Okay. Okay, penalties served by Josh Anderson. Okay, 20 seconds. Let's go Canada. All right. But by NHL today, it's Montreal versus Toronto. It's Montreal. This is NHL. It's not like World Juniors hockey. It's not World Juniors hockey. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay. Okay. Back to ball. All right. 4 minutes on. 4 minutes on. There.
Takes a swat at Engvall, who pushes back, and now Engvall's got it. Here's Engvall allowed to walk in.
Okay, saved by Carey Price. Yes.
What's happening in the second period? Under 4 minutes remaining, and the Leafs with a 3-1 lead. Indeed, 2.
Okay, Leafs with a 3-1 lead. Toronto's at the 3-1 lead. It's with 3-1 lead. All right. Good thing I found a way for NHL to still be on during COVID. And commercial breaks in progress.
Spoke with Chris King in the NHL Situation Room. He said the reason why there's a bit of a delay, the overhead look was a bit deceiving in terms of where Thornton's stick was, but once they got some more angles, it was clear to them that the puck was by Price.
Okay, now there's 2 in the chat right now.
Price's stick and into the back of that wide ended up being a good goal, Chris.
At the decision has to be made relatively quickly. You wonder if sometimes the goalie shouldn't be consulted because it didn't look like Price felt that he had been interfered with.
Yeah, he's usually the telltale sign, isn't it? The reaction.
Stand by for overtime.
Versus
All right.
sometimes they think they're interfered with, but they're probably not going to get it overturned.
That's a big shift for the Canadiens here. After all those kills in a row, you try to claw your way back, get the puck in the other end. You've been defending now for the last 8 minutes.
That's 18-6 in the second period in favor
All right.
of the Leafs.
That's okay.
Offside is called.
Offside's called.
Asian Heritage Month, and to celebrate, we're speaking to Canadians from across the country to find out what it means to be Asian Canadian in 2021.
Chris, this is one of those moments. If you're on the Leaf bench, I'm sure you're talking, keep your sticks down. Don't give them any opportunity to give a call to go to the Montreal Canadiens. And vice versa for the Canadiens. Keep your legs moving. Try to be aggressive, and maybe you'll get an opportunity to get back on the power play yourself.
Well, it was 3 straight calls against Montreal, and then the fourth was self-inflicted. Petrie over the line, across, Tatar, and he just
Whoa!
missed.
Tatar almost scored. Yes, good job, Tatar.
Right in our line of fire, and it
It's 1-3 right now, but
didn't miss by much.
And that's how they get
you Montreal Canadiens need to get our goal. Get our goal.
A little bit of speed, couple
Canadiens need to
quick
get
passes,
our goal. All right,
Try to score off the
go.
rush.
Oh,
Nearly pounced on that. Then a hit past Matthews. This is icing. Toronto.
Icing's red.
Thomas Tatar, another guy just looking to get something going offensively. What a great play, though, by Petrie, delaying at the line, and a quick little release by the glove of Campbell. Look at Campbell's positioning, though. He came out aggressively. There wasn't a whole lot of net to look at there for a lefty coming down that side.
Tatar did score in the final 12 of the regular season. He did have a 2-goal game against the Maple Leafs and 4 in 7 regular season meetings. And his string of 20-goal seasons end this year. Engvall moving in a hit, trying to one-handed for Mikheyev. Armia got back. And now Toffoli looking for Suzuki. Jay Brody, and that was kicked to the boards by Kerfoot. Engvall, and here's Riley moving up. Here Engvall, and Price got a piece of that as Engvall comes close.
Okay, puck went over the boards. Puck went over the boards. All right.
Rush scoring chance.
Oh, what a play by Morgan Riley, though, just jumping up, and he creates this. So Engvall knows he's got support on the outside. Riley brings the defenseman to him, and that almost snuck under.
Carey Price is a good goalie. I like
Not
this guy.
enough of his body. Another great positional save. Look at the top of the blue paint there for Price. Wasn't able to get his glove, but got enough of his pants on it that it took it, deflected it to the side.
2 minutes left in period number 2. Game 2 and a 2-goal.
All right, let's do this.
Maple Leaf lead.
Let's
Trying to get even in the series.
let's go Canadian. Let's go Montreal.
Red line and in.
Let's go Montreal. Let's go.
Goshen plays it in behind the net. Deneau is on the scene for the Canadiens. He's knocked down, and it's flipped away by Spezza. Simmons on the reach, and that one ends up deflecting into the Leaf bench.
Hey, they got deflect on the bench.
Julie Black, the Arkells, Dallas Green. Watch their stories and more on cbcmusic.ca/Junos and catch the Junos airing June 6th on CBC and CBC Jam. Seconds remaining here in the second period. When that tragically hip track sounded great, didn't it?
It sure did.
Ouch. Off the top of our show on a May 24th weekend. Scooped back into the Canadian zone by Foligno. After it is Nylander. Edmondson moves it along, and Corey Perry strides down the right wing.
Whoa.
Diagonal shoot in, looking for Anderson. Josh Anderson, a guy who in one shift can change momentum.
All right.
Final minute of the period.
Okay, final minute of period. Final minute.
And now it's
Right.
Eric Stahl digging
Eric Stahl.
into the Toronto
Eric Stahl's got the puck right now. Good.
Up with it is
Eric Stahl's got the puck.
shot. That's off the stick of Stahl and wide.
All right.
Ben Sherratt moves up. A late push here by the Canadiens. Trying to cut this 2-goal lead in half. Nylander's out.
Nylander. Nope.
Skates past Anderson and Gill.
Montreal Canadiens, stop losing.
Here in the second period. It's very Kotkaniemi.
Kotkaniemi.
Score turns it over. Matthews and Marner back in. That's broken up by Petrie. Justin Hall lets it fly. That hit a skate. Kotkaniemi pulled over there by.
Go Habs, go.
And it's flipped over the glass and out.
Flipped over a glass again. How many pucks got flipped over the glass? Oh my God.
Tatar reacting to that hit. Yeah, Hyman got Kotkaniemi and said that's one of
Okay,
those plays
we're
that I think Hyman got away with an opportunity to call one there. Kotkaniemi,
And you guys watching, stick around for third period. Stick around for the last period. But if we go to overtime, stick around for overtime.
After seeing 4 penalties
Yep.
go against the Canadiens,
All right.
that's a risky play for
Okay,
Hyman.
5-1 right now. Hey. All right.
He was able to get by with
Let's
the
go.
call.
Okay, 5 seconds left. Let's go.
So one more face-off in the Montreal zone. Matthews
Face off in the Montreal zone. All right.
duel. And from that scrum, Canadiens will work it out. And the period is done.
Okay, second period done.
Damage with the
Ah.
goals, including a power
I mean-
play goal and 20-6
I mean,
shots.
I'm not going to get mad if Montreal loses, but I'm not going to get mad if Montreal. I mean, I'm not going to get mad if Montreal loses, but I just don't like what's going on right now. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't like.
Safe as dead. Toronto going forward so far here tonight, up 3-1 after 2. Coming up inside the game and headlines in the second intermission on Hockey Night in Canada.
Right, Hockey Night in Canada. Stick around for third period. Okay. Be right back. I'm just gonna get a snack. Whew. You are live. You are live.
EMC Sierra with available industry exclusive carbon fiber bed. We will have the headlines with CJ and Elliot in a bit, David. But first off, game analysis 3-1 Toronto. Up to you.
That's right. Matthews and Sandin giving the Leafs a 2-goal cushion. Kevin, Kelly, Jennifer, and Anthony. And we'll start with you, Kelly. The Leafs 7+ minutes of power play time in that period. Some of it courtesy of a failed challenge by the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they challenged for goalie interference. To me, it appeared that there's no interference whatsoever. And there's Zach Hyman. He's the guy in front, and he's like a foot or two away from Carey Price. Joe Thornton gets a stick in there ever so slightly. There's Mark Bergevin, and he certainly thought there was interference. I didn't. I was actually, like I said, quite surprised. And as Chris and Craig said during the broadcast, the goalie's reaction immediately after tells you everything. That's all you have to look for. If Carey Price would have reacted differently, would have looked at the official.
All right, I'm back.
Arms up in the air.
Sorry, guys, just had to have a break for a second because.
What do you guys think?
Stick around for third period. All right.
We all know goalies are complainers, so I'm going to agree with you that we would see some sort of reaction from Carey Price. Maybe like
third period, last period.
Kind of touched him.
Right.
I just think after killing 3 penalties, there's probably not enough there to challenge.
Talking nice tonight.
Down 3-1 as well. Meanwhile, it allowed Rasmus Sandin to have his first career playoff goal, Kevin.
He's played some strong hockey, David, for over a month now, and he did some really nice things that period besides score. But obviously, the goal was the big one that the Leafs really needed. But this is what textbook way for a small defenseman to go back for a puck.
Okay, for in the chat, let's go.
Contact early, spin off of it, and play the puck. There's nothing in the handbook that says he has to just get run through the boards because he's a D-man.
Like we're gonna come up to third period. We are.
An absolute
We're coming up to third period.
And then this was a smart play here. You see the replay on the shot. It's heavy. But right here, watch him move this puck here. Almost loses it, but has some poise. Now, when Marner gets it, he wants it one-timer. When he doesn't get it, he stops, and he moves back towards the puck to be support. So he gets out of that stick lane there, and then he puts the nice wrister on net there. Great little period for Rasmus Sandin.
And Jennifer, big picture, when you look at the Leafs blue line, maybe the one biggest difference from last year is they're in the top third as far as goals against this year. Much improved. You like what you're seeing from the Leafs blue line?
Yes, and we addressed the importance of keeping the puck off the boards in the offensive zone. We saw in the second period, very relevant at both ends of the ice. The D for the Leafs were very engaged. A nice change of speed for Brody makes a nice D-to-D pass, and they get the exit from the defensive zone. A beautiful read here, just a simple pass into the good support zone in the slot area. Again, you're not rimming the puck. You're reading the time and the space that's given to you. On this rush, Riley sees the open space, skates it in, and makes a smart dump to the corner. Beautiful feed by Marner over to Hull, who joins the rush. And later on that same shift, Hull joins the attack and makes the very smart shot pass over to Matthews for the goal. And just to wrap things up, to show their contribution, Sandin makes the nice long pass to Marner, stays involved, reads the space, and steps into that shot on the goal. So the Leafs defenseman making really smart decisions with the puck and reading the space and the time.
It's like I'm a game host today. It's like I'm a game host.
You got Marner, you got Matthews, and Anthony, number 34, once again, an offensive catalyst for the Leafs.
Yeah, David, Austin Matthews definitely been a beast this whole entire game. And I think the difference between now and game one was just his physical play. And he's imposing himself, from the puck drop there. And he's only been credited with one hit. I don't know who's counting there, maybe quarter count Corey. But from the puck drop, he's been getting engaged. He's really throwing the body around. And what happens now, it sort of now makes the opposition now go and pick another target. But when he's engaged, he's one of the most dominant players in the league. We're going to take a look at his goal here. This was actually a set play by Hall, pass off the pad. So Austin Matthews definitely playing great. 1 goal, 1 assist. Hopefully he keeps it up.
8 shot attempts as well. The Leafs with a 2-goal lead. Time now for headlines. Ron.
I believe the count was doing video review, actually, Anthony. Here's Chris Johnson, Elliot Friedman, and that was a delay that was bewildering. And Hockey Ops had 2 things to deal with. A challenge over in St. Paul and the one at Scotiabank. Is the overlap on the oversight the reason?
They said there was a slight factor. The fact that they were doing one, they were finishing one in Minnesota at the same time they were doing one in Toronto. But the other thing was they were waiting for the review or the replay they really wanted just to make sure that Thornton's stick didn't lift Price. They felt they didn't get the best one until late, and they just wanted to make certain, CJ.
Well, and that piece of video was what was going on in the Montreal box. They were debating, this is a tough one to prove sometimes, whether the stick has been lifted, but they felt that there was an angle we didn't see on our broadcast that seemed to show that from Joe Thornton.
Okay, headlines that we had planned. Let's get to the Canucks.
All right, so there's been a crazy week in Vancouver, but we now know Jim Benning and Travis Green will return. There's been a lot of questions about the future of JT Miller. Would he want to come back to Vancouver? So I reached out to the source today, and here's JT Miller's exact comment. No, he does not want to be traded. He does not want to leave. He wants to be a Vancouver Canuck. He has no intentions of leaving. We have a good team here, and he wants to be a part of it. So we can put that storyline to bed.
Chris, Nazem Kadri.
Yes, Ron, Nazem Kadri suspended 8 games for his hit on Justin Falk. And at this hour, he's still weighing whether or not that this is a suspension that he wishes to appeal. Because of the length of the suspension, the CBA gives him the right to appeal to a neutral arbitrator rather than to Commissioner Gary Bettman, and he has to make a decision by Sunday night.
And CJ, you've been reporting well on John Tavares. What have we got now?
Yeah, some new developments earlier today from Kyle Dubas, the Toronto Maple Leafs general manager. I think the most significant, of course, is that there were no structural damage to John Tavares' head, to his neck, to his spine, which was a relief to everyone involved. Naturally, Ron, but there was also the revelation as well that he suffered a knee injury during that collision on Thursday night, and that's going to keep him out at least 2 weeks. And so that really sets the timetable for what's next for John Tavares. He's out at least until the second round. Of course, Leafs would have to play beyond the series with Montreal. Concussions and the nature of recovery from them is quite unpredictable. So we'll just see how things develop in that situation.
Thank you for that. Okay, so a trend. Let's hear from Rod Brindamore, Craig Berube, and John Cooper.
Can't tell me 2 games in a row we get 7 and 8 penalties and they get 3, and when the game's this even, it's not right.
It's not that lopsided. I'm not sure why we don't get the calls that we deserve. It's so one-sided. It's not even funny.
You're being told by the official, when our players are being told, don't do anything stupid, we're going to get you, so we don't do anything stupid, and we're, the other team's getting rewarded for it.
The league doesn't like that stuff. They always have something before the playoffs where they tell teams, we don't want to hear that and we will fine you for it. So far at this point in time, no teams or coaches have been fined for this, but I'm really curious to see where this is going to go, Ron, because I think there are some coaches who are liking seeing the amount of their brethren who are talking about this kind of stuff.
Lastly, a play-in round.
Yes, the American Hockey League is going over its playoff format. 32 teams once Seattle comes into Palm Springs in a couple years, and they just think that 16
NHL's
teams
getting
in
a
the
new
playoffs is not enough.
NHL's getting a new team
Team
next year, Seattle Krakens.
I want to see this in the NHL eventually. I hope the fact that the AHL is considering it means we can get it eventually in this league.
This is the path, Elliot. They usually try things out there first.
Yes.
All right, you can listen on Apple Music to the
Let's start.
Hip.
Let's start third period. Let's start it right now.
Toronto 3, Montreal 1. Hockey.
Commercial breaks in progress. Okay, 3 in the chat. Let's go. Who's ready? All right. Who's ready for third period? Who's ready for third period?
We're back to quick things. The Secret Dream Gap Tour begins Monday. Sportsnet.ca and Sportsnet Now. And it's free and it'll be great for a week. Paul Stastny, 14 years ago on the cover of the Hockey News after his rookie year, son of Peter. And he was a tennis scholarship guy, but he was a great rookie and he's a great player now. But he said, I'm not going to go down the wing and rip one by the goalie. Shooting's probably my weakest part of my game. I was 1,000 games ago, he said that.
The Jets have the puck, and here they come. It's Andrew Kopp to Stastny. Stastny, a shot and they score! Paul Stastny! And the Winnipeg Jets take a commanding 2-0 series lead here in overtime.
Quite a story. The Winnipeg Jets roll into Edmonton behind Connor Hellebuck and win 2. And there you see our broadcast schedule tomorrow includes Oilers Jets, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
Do you need help finding an apartment?
With Old Spice Clip.
Cloud infrastructure provider of the NHL. Carey Price seen a lot of action already in this series. Here's the 29 that he has faced tonight. 3 have gotten by him.
Okay.
It is a 3-1 Toronto lead. Some work to do for Montreal here in the third, Chris.
And Kyle, it's the first of 3 games and 4 nights in this.
All right, third period starting. Let's go. Let's go.
A little bit unusual. And sometimes
Puck to the Montreal Canadiens. Let's go.
the Canadiens cut into this lead 3-1 as we start the third. There's 5 Canadiens forwards with shots on goal in the game.
I have a left this game. What's up? How are you? Well, how's it go? Right. I know.
Was cut off there by Deneau, who got back. Matthews has it in. A goal and an assist for him. 34 of the night. Through a secondary assist on the.
Okay, 3 in the chat. Let's go. All right. Now.
Petrie to Edmondson. Up ahead for Toffoli.
Nope.
Off his stick, and Nylander will turn it back. William Nylander's in.
What's up? Nothing much. Nothing much. You? All right. Jeff Petrie's got the puck right now. Petrie's with the puck. Tyler Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli went for
Oh. Suzuki and Toffoli on this shift as Cillian McKay deep in his own zone, played it past Foligno, and it's icing Toronto.
Well, for the Canadiens right now, you just got to shut the door and see if you can chip away and try to get some offense going. So really important play here. You get a loose puck that a bouncer's coming across. Nice
Alex, what's up?
Back,
Alex, what's up?
Marner to get anything towards the net. And you mentioned, Chris, all the penalty killing. Over 7.5 minutes there.
Toronto's on the puck right now. Wait. Okay. Toronto's on the puck. All right. And they have
10-minute span where a guy might not have gone off the bench. Get out there, yeah.
Well, not much. That's good. Well, and Sherrod's at the puck. All right. All right. Hakimi's at the puck.
Now he'll turn it back for Rasmus Sandin and Zach Bogosian. Both those elite defensemen on the score sheet.
Okay. Stop by Price. Stop by Price. Shea Weber's at the puck.
Almost 10 minutes of just special teams time. Short-handed or power play.
I feel like this is revenge against Tavares. So I think it's revenge against.
Try and seal the walls here in the third period. Kulak ahead and at the Toronto line. It's Anderson with it.
Whoa!
Distance.
God. Blocked by Campbell.
Gallagher moves up. So Eric Stahl with Gallagher and Anderson here with some different combinations. And TJ Brody there defensively. Up ahead for Joe Thornton. Thornton with 5 hits so far tonight. Now it's Gallagher dumping it back in. Anderson will charge after him. Hall moved it quickly with the horse moving down on him. And
Okay.
played back into the Montreal zone.
Stop by Price. Sweep away.
Edmondson ahead.
All right, Edmondson. Gallagher's got the puck right now.
Goes after that. Austin Matthews from
Okay,
behind his
puck to
net.
Matthews. Puck to Matthews.
Marner at center. He gets checked and Tatar will turn back.
Tatar's got the puck.
Back in, and that's off the stick of Hall.
Off stick.
Play.
Off stick.
As the official coffee creamer of the NHL, International Delight is shining a spotlight on the flavors fans love, both on and off the ice.
Chris, if you're Sheldon Keefe, you got to be proud of the way the team's reacted, all the emotions of the last couple of days with their captain out. Every player is saying they're playing for John Tavares. Well, the new additions have done a good job. Galchenyuk fit right in. Engvald had a solid game and a good bounce back here after it was a pretty shocking game one with all that went on.
Ben Sherratt sends it down behind the
Okay.
net.
Ben Sherratt sends it down. Toffoli got
the zone, and now TJ Brody cuts off a pass and works it out. I thought there was an interesting comment in our Zoom meeting with Sheldon Keefe this morning. He said there was a lot of talk about this series and not enough about how Montreal was going to be rested, getting healthier, and going to be a lot more dangerous than at least the media was giving them credit for.
All right,
Maybe
stop by your place.
Big volley draw did it. Sent wide by Kerfoot. But he finished the thought with, "They believe me now." At the end of, as if the Canadiens had sent a message. Yeah, their performance in the first game.
Big part of that too, Chris, is that the Canadiens that they had been playing 4 times over the last 9 games of the season, it wasn't a full complement of the team, and I think he was really respecting that. And his team realized, okay, they're a little faster than we had seen. They got more depth, and Leafs have responded effectively today.
And now they're getting ready for a Canadian push in the third. Lucking it across.
Oh!
Shot off the stick into the corner.
Off stick. That was almost a goal.
Cleared off the stick of Jake Muzzin. Spets out there along with Simmons.
Okay. Simmons got the puck. All right. Simmons got the puck.
Back to the line. Sandin's shot.
Whoa.
The stick broken in front of
Oh,
the net.
God.
Has to peel
Stick
off
just
the
broke.
head to the bench.
Wow. Simmons' sticks just broke in pieces. Jeff Petrie.
Petrie trying to kickstart a comeback. Watched by Matthews and behind
Okay.
net.
Blocked by Matthews.
Hauled up by Tatar. Leafs can't clear.
All right.
Tatar checked and Matthews flips it away. Hyman in pursuit of the puck. It's played to Petrie. And now Edmondson.
I'm proud of Montreal Canadiens for winning Game 1. I'm proud of them for doing that.
The first 6 minutes of this third period. And now Edmondson loads it up. And that
Whoa! That could have been the score. Wow.
at the red line, tried to dump it in and hit the nose who was trying to get off. And now Byron on the backhand.
Saved by Campbell. Saved by Campbell.
So just past 6 minutes of the third period, Leafs protecting a 2-goal lead in Game 2.
I'm so sweaty right now. Commercial break in progress. All right. So let's see. But the Montreal has 1 goal right now. But I hope they catch up because it's the final period right now. Okay, we're back.
Well, we mentioned first matchup between these two teams in 42 years. The Canadiens won the first 2 at home. In the first game, Guy Lafleur had the game winner there and 4 points.
Now they're showing that's in the past now.
And Guy was right. He only had 3 points in the second game. Canadiens won 5-2. 5-1.
Okay, let's go. We're back. We're on air right now. We're back now.
How many of those numbers are in the rafters at the Bell Center that we'll see in back-to-back games here in Games 3 and 4?
Brock Lemaire was prominent. Larry Robinson had a game-winning goal. Here's Zach Hyman with Matthews. Hyman is trying to get him across. He's trapped, though, placed at the side of the net with a stick.
What? No. What the fuck? He just missed it.
Ben Sherratt hands the stick back to place.
And I just cursed, right? I just cursed. I just cursed. I just cursed.
Big ball knocks down this man in the zone at 47. Made his presence felt. Another penalty coming up against the Canadiens. Jack Campbell to the bench. Alex Kirkwood up high. Turns away from the checking of Suzuki. The Leafs try to play.
They're avoiding Suzuki.
With the extra attacker on. I'm sure when they kick it back, somebody's there.
All right. Delayed penalty for Montreal. Delayed penalty.
A good offensive shift, a couple of good scoring chances by the Matthews line, and Hyman, and Griffith's line jumps over and follows it up. And now you got a defense that's back on their heels and end up taking a penalty. It's going to be
Okay, now Shea Weber's on ice now. Shea Weber's on ice.
Cross check on Engvall. But Zach Hyman taking it hard to the net. We can do a little bump there as Price goes all the way behind the net. Doesn't have his stick. Sherrod's trying to get it back. Now coming back the other way. Engvall gets hard in on the forecheck. Gets a hit from behind there on Weber. Weber can't control it, and he comes back up and gets a couple of
Wow.
checks. Engvall gets knocked down there and then gets back up and gets it from both sides. Is the fifth power play now for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
1 for 4 in the game, and a quick clear by the Canadiens as it's quick pass Sandin down the ice.
Okay. Shea Weber for cross-checking.
One regular season goal in his NHL.
Okay, throw in the chat. Let's go.
His first Stanley Cup playoff goal tonight. Zach Hyman kicks it back to the rookie defenseman. Around it comes all the way to Matthews. Now Fortune.
Let's go, Habs. Okay, power play for Toronto now. Power play. Power play for Toronto. Power play for Toronto.
Rejected into the slot past Hyman. And now chopped at and out by Jeff Petrie. Thornton to the bench to start the change of the power play. Armia with the steal. Look out. Armia takes down Sandin but can't get to the net. That started to look a little bit like the Byron play. Now Matthews is in onto the right side. Simmons across for Nylander trying to knock it down. It's Morgan Riley across. The one-timer in. Here's Nylander scores.
No. Okay, four for Toronto. I mean, good sportsmanship, but it's my opinion that this game's going on terrible. It's my opinion.
From that first power play was Matthews. You saw in game one, Matthews from a similar spot went off the post and out. Well, here's another shot that goes off the post, but right to William Nylander. Just a hard deflection, and look at the response by Price. Tried to slide across, take away the bottom half of the net, but now Nylander, with his second of the playoffs, makes sure he gets that one up and over a sprawling Carey Price.
So the second power play goal, the second goal of the series for William Nylander. And the Leafs have a 3-goal lead at 8:50 of this third period. And a 3-point night.
Come on, just.
Austin Matthews.
Chris, having a power play that scores a couple of goals. It's been 33.
Come on, Habs, get a goal. Come on.
Power play goals in the same game. It's another thing that
Go on, go on.
Get something positive, some positive vibes out of your power play.
Here's Kulak, shot denied by Galchenyuk. Tatar looking for Merrill. His shot.
Whoa, no.
Nylander gets there first to put it away.
Score on the power play.
Set the length of the ice, and that's an icing call.
Okay, icing call. Icing.
You listen to Sheldon Keefe. He talked about the power play. Thought it was pretty good in game one. Here's that one chance early on that might have been a real difference maker. Off the post and out the other side. This one, another close call off the post, but right onto the tape of William Nylander. No hesitation for Nylander. Popped right into that one, and the power play now 2 for 5 in this game.
Morgan Riley also gets an assist on the goal. That shot from long range.
Thank you. I know it's a nice stream. All right, let's go, Habs. Let's go.
So that power play was 5 for 79, but Bill now telling you it's 2 for 3.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to turn things around.
Whoa! God, that could have been a.
Nothing in a series. You get your opportunity, you take advantage of it. It's been really the difference maker in this game.
Okay, Shea Weber's had the puck right now. Shea Weber.
Up ahead it goes and sent down into the Toronto zone. Off Corey Perry, now it's Byron. Chance in front is Deneau. Puts it back to the line. Weber, Sherrod, right on. And the rebound Spezza can't clear. Kept in by Weber. Now Byron back to Weber incoming.
Whoa! Good shot, Weber. He did a good slap shot. Slap shot.
And the Leafs slided the length of the ice. Another
Wait, do I
racing call.
support Kyle Stein?
One
I
of those
mean,
difficult games for Jack Campbell. The
sure,
shots
but I
are
mean,
33-21,
okay.
but all of a sudden you get
Sure.
a flurry of shots. You got Weber walking into this one. Look at all the traffic in front. Simmons closing his eyes.
Whoa.
Spencer turning his head. And
He hit Simmons with that.
after Campbell had made a save earlier. That one just a little high and wide. Maybe a smart play by Spezza there, turning around, making sure he wasn't going to get that one in the face.
Leafs control the draw, sent to center, and hit with a high stick. Petrie making contact, and will stop play. And will step aside. Leafs with a 3-goal lead, trying to even the series. William Nylander, his second of the series. It comes on the power play.
Okay, commercial break in progress right now.
Sheldon Keefe not only looks at how the scorer reacts, but how the teammates on the ice and on the bench react. He is looking for who is showing passion and joy in the moment. It tells a lot about a player in Keefe's mind, and it speaks to the point that Greg made a few weeks ago about how Matthew's celebrations have evolved to where everyone is enjoying each other's success.
He said it was something he noticed about Alex Galchenyuk, and it showed his passion for the game. And you mentioned to me that body language is something that coaches do look for.
Hey, two in the chat. Let's go.
Gets traded at times. You wonder why. A lot of times the coach can't stand this, looking at the body
All right.
language in the room and on the bench.
8 minutes left in third period. I mean, Toronto's gonna win because it's one Montreal and 4 Toronto. 4 Toronto.
Galchenyuk causing a disturbance on this shift. Molino plays it in behind the net, and now Montreal will get organized. Kotkaniemi.
Yeah, Kotkaniemi got it. Kotkaniemi.
He plays it back to the blue line and hits on. 4 unanswered here for Toronto with under 8.5 to go. A lead pass for Stahl.
Okay, Eric Stahl, lead pass.
Back in. Drops for Matthews.
3 in the chat. Let's go.
Marner trying to center. Here's Vince Marner. Back for Matthews. Trapped by Merrill. In for Marner. Missed him with the pass. And Gallagher strikes back for the Canadiens.
Okay, Brandon Gallagher got the puck with Brandon Gallagher.
Go. By Riley. Out in front of the net. And Stahl couldn't come up with that. So Stahl throw off in some discomfort a little earlier in the period, but back to take a regular turn.
It almost looked like he got a little bit of a burner when he got hit around the shoulder, got worked on the bench, but he's back at it, so it was good to see.
Okay, let's go. Let's go out.
Alex Kerfoot's been noticeable tonight. McKeon trying to get it to Engvall.
Okay, 7 minutes left in third period.
Tie up along the boards to Noah Engvall. Kulak after it. McKay lines him up, and puck comes up to center. Jake Muzzin, Zach Bogosian, couple of graybeards together on the back line right now for Toronto, protecting this lead. Kerfoot sends it around. Wayne Simmons behind the net, trying to get it to Thornton. And Toronto will take charge. The Hamilton Needham red line it in for Montreal. And the to move the puck for Hall. Gary Price is coming out of the net.
All right, live 6-4-8-7. Okay. Shea Weber's out the puck right now, and pass to Foley.
6.5 to go, and the Canadiens are going to lift Gary Price for the extra attacker.
Empty net. Oh, that's hey. I mean they're losing, but it sucks to have empty net for my home team. No, have empty net for Montreal. Empty net. All right. Come on. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, my God. Kakiniemi. Corey Perry. Perry got it, and then to Paul Bryan. Back to Corey Perry. The puck's by Matthews right now. All right. Icing Toronto.
Well, why not? If you're Dom Ducharme, who cares if it's 5-1? You got a chance to try to make it 4-2. He stayed, made sure that they got control.
Jake Allen's on the bench right now.
And, it almost pays off. Look at the traffic in front, as carry as he often is. Now, that would have been, I think, Chris, an interesting goaltender interference had that gone in.
Okay, goaltender interference. All right.
But now, I mean, you get now back-to-back icings. You get
icing for Toronto again.
Cut it by 2. Stranger things have happened in playoff games.
Well, you can speak from experience because you were here for the Columbus series when it happened in back-to-back games.
Really incredible, isn't it? It happened one way, and then the next game it happened the other. So can't take anything for granted.
Okay, now we're back in the game. Now we are.
So they'll do it again.
Still empty net for Montreal. Still empty net.
Done quickly. Game 3 Monday, game 4 Tuesday.
Oh my God, my sideburns are itching. My
Interestingly
sideburns.
enough, in 79, games 3 and 4 were on back-to-back nights.
Okay, Sherrick has the puck right now. Yes. And Sherrick. Josh Anderson got the puck. Oh! God, almost scored. Oh, hell no. No. Sherrick. To Foley. Tired to Foley. Okay, 4 minutes left in the period. 4 minutes left.
Tapped in for Anderson. Pumped by Muzzin. Back to the line, Petrie. Joel Edmondson. Tyler Toffoli. McKay up with a steal. And out he comes from center. And that just
whoa! Holy cow. Holy crap. That could have been, I mean, empty nets are not really good goals to hunt, in my opinion.
Alex Kerfoot to the bench. Under 4.5 to go. And Petrie getting it set up. Off Corey Perry, but off the angle played and out of play.
All 6-on-5 for about a minute and a half there. One little inside move by Anderson. Tried to get this one blocker side with a nice play by Campbell and a heck of a collision in front as Gallagher going to the net.
Okay, commercial progress is in. Okay, three in the chat. Let's go. Okay. Commercial break in progress, but I mean, then the next game 3's on Monday, but I may not stream it because on Monday it's a school night. I mean, Monday's no school, but school night on Monday, which I don't like. Alex, it looks like Toronto's gonna win, but I'm kind of disappointed about that, but it's okay because good sportsmanship matters. All right. Okay, no more commercial. Now, no commercial break. We're back on game now. We're back on again. Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield's the rookie on Montreal Canadiens. He's the rookie. Is there empty? Okay, still empty net on Montreal. Still empty net. Still empty net. Oh. Okay, let's go.
Will we see Cole Caulfield in game 3? Here's Hyman with that empty net. Checking down on the backhand.
No! Whoa! So close. That was so close. Tyler Toffoli.
Send it down. 3:33 left in the third.
Okay, 3:33 left in the third right now. 3:33.
And now a message from the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup.
Congratulations to our Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup champions and all the great ideas from across the nation this season.
So intentional offside the call. Place back into the net. And Nick Foligno out to take the face off against Stahl. Won by Toronto.
Okay, no more empty net. Carey Price is back in net right now. All right. Edmondson's got hit right now. Okay, Ben Sherratt's got the puck right now. Okay, pass over. Anderson got there first, and now. Whoa, spun around. God. Okay, is it empty net again? Oh my God, like what the fuck? Jeez, I mean, Montreal Canadiens are losing, so makes sense why empty net makes sense. Why? No, save the puck. Icing Toronto right now.
Plenty of chances coming back and forth. Here's another play in the neutral zone. The long flip, knock it right out of midair to Stahl. Puts it into the feet, so that little bit of a transition from foot to stick gave Riley a chance to get down and took Anderson out of the scoring lane there, and just a little bit far to the left.
Okay, 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the game now. Third period, final period, right now.
Zeno on this face-off. Leafs have won 69%
Whoa.
until that Zeno win.
God, that still empty net.
Montreal was the dominant team in the face-off circle.
Can you guys hear the game okay?
Checked by Riley, and it's right back out at center. There's Suzuki sending it back in. Jack Campbell out. Not thinking about taking a shot at the open net.
No, he quickly looked for Brody, made sure that the pressure out the other way.
Whoa, God, did that go in the net? That could have been a... No, wait, that didn't go in the net. I thought it went in the net. I'm like, what the fuck? If I was like, what the fuck? That's a goal. Whoa, close one. Icing call now.
You know, the one thing about playoff time is that you got to try to recreate what you did all through the regular season. And one thing Matthews was able to do was, as we all know,
Austin Matthews is pushy.
A disappointing game one with no points, but you can see what he's been able to do here. His first goal of the playoffs. game in game 2 of the playoffs this last year.
Okay, still empty net
Comes here
for Montreal.
with a pair of assists to go with it.
The one stat you didn't see there was that he is now 16-4 in the faceoff
All right,
tonight.
go.
How about Nick Foligno as well? He's 12-2 in his first foray back at Sunrise.
That shot rejected, deflecting over the glass and out of play, down to 92 seconds.
Okay, that shot rejected because it was blocked. It was.
Getting set for game 3, a 7:30 Eastern start tomorrow in Winnipeg. The Jets.
Okay. Oilers versus Winnipeg tomorrow. If you guys want to go watch that. But I'm usually filming Montreal because I like Montreal.
Turnaround after a rough finish to the regular season. Kerfoot with an empty net.
No! No! Okay. 5 for Toronto. That wasn't even a good goal because it's an empty net, of course.
Think how long that net has been empty, and the Leafs haven't been able to find back.
Austin Matthews looks like he's raging right there.
Patience in the middle. Kerfoot, this line's been pretty effective when they've had to be. Kerfoot comes in for the face-off to help out Foligno there. You can see the reaction after getting hit, but it's win the draw, get it out, and that pretty much ends this game. Matthews responding to that. There's your reaction on the Leaf bench.
First playoff goal for Alex Kerfoot since his rookie season with Colorado. Ending a 20-game
Okay, we're back in the game.
in the postseason.
Chris, for Don Ducharme, I think he set himself up nicely with the veteran lineup he put on. He wanted to get through these games, win the first game, keep the lineup with the exception of the injury.
Okay, 50 seconds left in third period.
Maybe make a little bit of an adjustment, bring some
All right.
energy into the lineup. Maybe this will be the game we see Cole Caulfield.
Cole Caulfield.
Kotkaniemi, one of their best players tonight. Tatar in the corner. Big ball along the boards. He gets hit hard by Byron.
Wow, fight going on.
Everybody going to get involved after that.
It almost looked like just trying to get through the end of this game. No arm came up originally from either official, and now the players just taking it on themselves, and a lot of pushing and shoving and face washing with just 28.6 to go. You just want to get this one done and move on. You notice both coaches, more of your star players are not playing. There's Byron with right on the numbers. Here comes Sandin in, and everybody grabbing a body and pulling each other apart. And I think the only penalty is going to be on Byron here. I didn't see an arm go up originally. It didn't seem like it, but another power play here to end. And I'm sure for Sheldon Keefe, it won't be the number one power play to end this thing with 28 seconds.
Game's been decided, but might be a few messages sent in the last half minute, although with the power play now.
Okay, 20 seconds left, and then this over, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs win. All right. Okay.
And Sandin. Simmons got away with a toss check and look out here. Sleds with the shot and going to try and get to Simmons.
This is when things can get out of hand. It started right off the bat, right off the face-off. Simmons gave a two-hander to the back of Edmondson right on the leg. Watch here on the left. Bang, down he went. So nothing came up, and he goes to the front. And now you've created all this at the end.
You hear fireworks in your area? Oh.
Remember, in the first period, Simmons went by Edmondson after a hit and had a message. And
maybe it's because of the Tulip Festival or something that I know.
This season, and even on the power play, some messages being sent.
I mean, now it's past the point where it means anything except it's all retaliation. But right off the draw, he got the slash on Edmondson, so you know that there's going to be a response back. Playoffs are all about these little one-on-one battles, and they start to percolate as this series goes along. You get to game 3, and you wonder what the new one will be once you get to Montreal.
Okay, now
Faceoff will be done over
16
again.
seconds left.
Will be waved out. And now Weber on Engvall, and Thornton will step in against his old Team Canada teammate. Going to get misconducts here as Engvall getting sent.
God, I've been live like for almost like 3 hours, right? I've been live like for almost 3 hours.
In the first period. Remember this. Apparently Simmons did. And Weber and Engvall have been sent.
Okay, power play still, but at 19 seconds. All right.
We'll try and get
Let's go.
the last 19.6 done.
All right, let's go.
Back to Thornton in his own zone. It's been 19,744 days since the last time the Maple Leafs beat the Canadiens in the Stanley Cup playoffs. A 9-game playoff losing streak is over.
Okay, game's over. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won 5-1. Wait, 1-5. My mistake. God. Okay, guys, this is all I wrote, and you remember on Monday I might not make a live stream of Game 3 because it's this school night. So good. No, I'm not doing a video on Monday because of school night, but I'll see what I can do. But I'll see if I can make a live stream of Game 3. But thanks for watching and peace out. Good night, everybody who's ever watching.